I just finished doing 2 hours of unpaid garden work. But now I've successfully escaped from my Polish dad so I can record this video for you guys. Skyblock and gambling. Does it ring a bell? Maybe, maybe not. I feel like it did. Wait, I have to kill a frog prince? He's literally here. Okay, I didn't get anything. Anyway, when I play Skyblock, I get a feeling that I'm going to the damn casino. But Skyblock and money go hand in hand. Everyone only always asks about money making method, what's the best, what makes the most money, how to do it, all these guides that there have been millions and millions and millions of views generated on all different platforms just from money making guides. It is that desired. But what gives us the most money? A rare drop. That could be anything. A Devon's alloy, Necron's handle, any fishing drop, like a vial, like a tiki mask even. And now, let's think about the casino. What pays the most at a casino? A jackpot. We chase the jackpots in Skyblock because they pay the most. That's exactly the same with the casino. You sit at a slot, you spin, 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 repeat the same action over and over and over again until you hit the jackpot. And that is exactly what my point is today. As you can see, when I fish, I'm not gonna fish today. I'm just showing you guys an example. When I fish, this is like spinning a slot machine. I'm doing the exact same repeated action until something hits. For example, a rare sea creature, and then when I get the rare sea creature, I also have to drop the thing. So it's almost like spinning into a bonus on a slot, and then the bonus also has to pay, you know? I feel like that is sort of very gambling-y. And this is not only for fishing. For example, slayers, combat, Kudra, dungeons, you repeat the same thing. Skyblock is like a simulator of just repeating the exact same thing until you get what you want, which most of the time is a rare drop, unless you're like grinding like a long grind. That doesn't mean the game is bad in a way, it's just what keeps us on the game, in my opinion. Because would you be playing Blaze Slayer if you knew that you couldn't drop anything good? You could only drop like small drops that would add up to something. Doesn't it feel better when you actually drop that big thing and it just lands in your inventory and you see that big fat sky handy profit tracker check on your screen when it says plus 200 million coins? I don't know about you, but that's a dopamine hit I chase when I play Skyblock. And as I was saying, I'm not really saying this is a bad game design thing or like a bad thing at all, because you don't really gamble with money, but instead you gamble with your time, which sort of is bad because money is time. You could use that time to be productive, you can use that time to do anything else in life, improve yourself, go to the gym, study for exams. You know how it is. It's definitely like a retention strategy to keep people on the game, keep them playing, but it's also the main source of fun in this game. You boys have all been on the Lotus Italia lately, you know how it is. You trophy fish, you do nothing for like a couple hours, you just sit here and trophy fish like a little grinder. Then eventually you get the diamond trophy fish and your dopamine receptors fucking spike to the roof. Why? Because you have been here for like 10 plus hours fishing for one thing, it finally drops and you're done. You can leave, you have done this, you got your reward, and your dopamine is high for like 2 minutes. Okay, let's see this is a graph. I'm gonna draw it up real quick. There we go. This is the average dopamine level. This is the average dopamine level. And then you get a drop. It spikes to the roof. 2 minutes pass. Slowly dwindles, back at the normal level. Spikes and goes right back down in just a couple minutes. But that feeling is so addicting, you're motivated to go for the next drop. That's exactly what casinos use to keep you on the casino floor and keep you at the roulette table, at the blackjack table, at the slot machine, tapping away on those buttons, scratching the screen, waiting for the next jackpot. But to be fair, I don't think Skyblock would survive without its RNG element. A lot of games have RNG, have a gambling mechanic like loot boxes and rare drops, for example. So it isn't really that much of a problem. You know what would be bad? If you could spend gems to gamble. Imagine if you could roll one of these dices but with gems. That would have been a very bad thing for the game, because that would have allowed you to spend your real life money on these Skyblock gems, which is a currency in the game, and run that currency up so you can get more Skyblock coins for those gems, if you know what I mean. For example, you have 1,000 gems. You put them all in on like on a gambling game, a game of chance. And let's say you get lucky, you win 2,000, 100% increase in gems. Now you can buy twice as many cookies that you could before, but you only paid for the price of the original cookies. But now in the second example, you put in 1,000 gems, lose them all. Your money is gone, 10 bucks down the drain. And that's the thing that separates Skyblock from casino. And yes, I do know you can buy cookies with the gems you have bought to then buy coins and then gamble the coins to get more coins. But as we know, Skyblock doesn't really have any like good gambling methods. And what I mean by good is that they aren't really profitable 90% of the time. If you're playing dragons, rolling dice, you know, or you must know that you are playing a losing game. If you don't know that, you're a f***ing idiot. Or you're like a new player and don't know the odds and don't know how this works and haven't like seen all the people, rich guys gambling on these dices and these dragons and not really making a profit. Also, I saw that carrot resist was cheap, so I'm just gonna craft this pogging carrot bait and see if the guy comes to my garden. Did I just consume this? Okay, I just ate it. Nothing really happened, but let me check my visitors. Okay, so you better go, and I better see the Carrot King avatar right here. Oh, he really isn't. It's only 16 carrots, and I need a lucky clover. That's not really good. Yeah, but like with visitors, it's also a game of chance. You can get an overgrown grass. Skyblock in its entirety is just a game of chance. Everything has a chance to drop something, and everything can be profitable if you're lucky. Also, this pet item, I'm gonna talk about this in a second. Let me just get this Poggin Lucky Clover. There we go. I'm putting it on the Rose Dragon. Nice. But yeah, on the topic of the Lucky Clover, Magic Find. There is a reason why Magic Find is such a desirable stat. As I just said, everyone wants drops, so Magic Find stat is like the most overpaid for thing in the entire game. People are ready to spend hundreds of millions of coins for half a magic find, for one magic find. Like, it doesn't even make sense, but it sort of does. Every little bit of magic find does add up and does make it more likely for you to hit that big dopamine jackpot and does make the game more fun to play. So if you're buying magic find, you are sort of investing in the fun aspect of playing Skyblock because you are having more fun and you are probably making more money too. That's just how I see it. You don't have to have the same opinion as me or the same viewpoint. If you have any good arguments, I would like to see them in the comment section and see how you guys feel about the gambling in Skyblock and the game of chance and how it is similar to going to a casino. If you enjoyed this video, show me some love. If you are not subscribed at this point in time, you are genuinely missing out because I will be posting so many YouTube videos this summer. Therefore, I feel like it is very warranted for you to subscribe to the channel. Also, you probably want to be one of the first 10,000 people to ever be subscribed to the channel. So just hit it down below. That's the only thing I ask of you. But with that out of the way, thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.